Good day, CCF family. Welcome to another edition of CCF Sunday Fast Track. We're here with Pastor Jim and Pastor Danny for our Mission Sunday, and we have heard so much from them. And I noticed that they are wearing their Beyond shirts. That's a good reminder for all of us. Discipling the nations is everyone's mission. So we have questions for you, Pastor Jim and Pastor Danny. One of the points that you've discussed this morning is about overcoming obstacles and how Paul was really very inspiring in overcoming the obstacles that he faced, and he really fulfilled the mission that God gave him. What could you give as an encouragement or advice to CCFers who are currently facing roadblocks or who feel they're stuck in obeying God's mission for their lives?
I think the first thing to do is take baby steps. You know, when we obey, God is faithful to be able to empower us to take the next step. Sometimes we think we have to finish everything, but I think when He shows us something to do, we need to obey that step first, and then He will open the doors for other things.
For me, I think it's really seeing the value of what we need to do as disciplers to be able to overcome obstacles. Obstacles are, I think, inevitable. They will always be there. But once you see the benefit as bigger than the obstacles, I think you will be able to say, I can face this and I'll do it. So see the bigger vision and make it important to you, as I always said.
That's a good reminder. Eyes on the prize, eyes on the goal, and the goal is Christ. I have specific questions now for Beyond because it's Mission Sunday. For Pastor Jim, since it's everyone's mission to disciple the nations, how can people take part in the great works being done by Beyond?
We are encouraging people to take 3 potential steps. One is to pray. You know, I know all of us pray. If we can just be more intentional about praying for what God is doing outside, that's a great step. Another one is to connect. How do we connect? Well, I think Pastor Danny will share a little bit more about this idea of the intentional discipleship. But if you have people that you know that are family members or relatives or perhaps friends that are working abroad or they need to get connected, you can be the bridge to be able to connect them. But we also need funding, and we need people to give generously. What God is doing is amazing, but it takes our resources to be able to make it happen. So we are just appealing to all CCFers to give generously to Beyond so that the kingdom of God can be expanded.
It's a mission support, what they call it. And I hope your hearts are touched by that. For Pastor Danny, I know that God is moving in the different parts of the world, even in the United States. And we have relatives who are working abroad. We have friends abroad. How can we be of help when it comes to international church planting?
Give them the vision and challenge them to disciple the family. And because I think everybody wants their family saved, and we don't want them burdened by that vision of going out into the streets and going to the difficult fields. In fact, the mission starts with the family. You know, the Filipinos are all over the place. So we're all over the world already. So can you imagine if you can just disciple every family located everywhere in the world and then challenge them to start their D group there? Boy, we can have churches, CCF churches and satellites all over the world. But that will require training. That's why we want to challenge everyone to become part of the Family Connect ID. It's kind of, more detailed than what we say. You have to seek us, connect to us, and then we will do our part to train you.
That's the good thing about these things. The church is willing to help, and it's all our mission, everybody's mission to disciple the nations. So thank you so much for your answers, and I hope that this will really be a fruitful missions month. We look forward to taking part in the missions that you have specified, and kayo pong mga nakikinig, let's all take part. There you have it, Pastor Jim and Pastor Danny for this edition of Sunday Fast Track. For more videos like this and to learn more about our series Truth Matters, visit our CCF Main YouTube channel.